Thank you, Attorney Marian. Please, how optimistic are you of when Biafrans may likely see their Prime Minister? Because everyone wants to jump and be very joyful.
Yes, I have been following the criminal investigation as hard as I can. And of course, there is a very super good criminal attorney handling that one, who is my lawyer colleague from 30. He is 30 years back. We have known each other. So we are very hopeful, since the investigation shows to be on finishing points, which means that since there is nothing too much to ask anymore, things are covered pretty well. We are hoping any day now him getting free. I myself have predicted like he should be free by this month, but also I cannot go into details, but also we all must remember that there are people who spread any kind of information that the police must always investigate, and they are not coming from friendly side of camp, of friendly side of Biafrans, because there are some people, I don't know if they are from abroad or inside Finland, there are people who want to mislead the investigators to suspect things that never existed or happened. But anyway, Finnish police is kind of smart, and they can differentiate fake news and real thing. So we are very, very hopeful we will meet him again soon. And the first step was that they removed his communication restrictions so that he can meet, for example, Adam regularly now, and all people who want to visit him in the prison.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So that means
good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Depending on whatever you're watching from. It's another national police on the street, and subscribe to our channel. Like our videos, share, comment for more. Don't forget this discourse. The Finnish government and a lawyer has set up dates for the release of Simon Ekpa in Finland. The dates, the lawyer said the dates to is unknown, but hopefully ending of this month that Simon Ekpa will walk out free from the Finnish trial. So how can you ask this?
God bless you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to wherever you're watching us from. I remember my humble self, Benjamin Johnson, the Biafran evangelist, the only one that always speaks nothing but the truth and ready to end by the truth. Now listen and listen good. There is a man, I've forgotten his name, from Finland. He was addressed as a professor of the criminal issues, who happens to be Simon Ekpa lawyer. You understand? The man in the court said that Simon Ekpa, that they have tried all the means based on the false allegation which Nigeria leveled against him in terms of terrorism. And he himself boldly came outside and said that Simon Ekpa will defeat Nigeria anywhere in the court, anywhere in the world. You understand? And they are having a seat at the last. He said before the end of this month that they are having the last sitting, whereby they will judge, acquit, and discharge without any count charges, because he was completely free of the allegation leveled against him. You understand me? You know, so many things. You know, people don't really understand why Simon Ekpa was restricted from the social media. And many Nigerian bloggers are busy carrying one thing or the other all around. He was restricted because a nation, EU, a member of EU, Finland, a member of NATO, Finland, and a member of United Nations, Finland, they themselves will not like anything to attach with anything called terrorism. It is something that they will not like to welcome, and they don't want to have anything to relate with such, not to talk more of person of that level in their country. You see why he was restricted and decided to treat the case, the matter thoroughly, to make sure they get a concrete fact over that allegation. And glory be to God for what is going on and what has happened. You understand me? You know, the money that they gave They put in a Biafran account, 100 and something billion, million dollars. You understand me? Into the account. His signature was not there. He was never the one that approved it or request for it. It was a game which Nigeria played, and that was the angle that Peter Mba and the rest we are saying they have evidence to play against Simon Ekpa. And now you are playing it, you are using it as an evidence, unknowingly to them that Simon Ekpa never requested for it. There was no letter from him to Nigeria in demanding of such amount of money. Even when the money was received and sent to that account, and the man that received it was not Simon Ekpa, neither did he endorse any signature of his in all the transactions. Do you see that it was a setup by Nigerian government? You understand? And that was why his lawyer said it that anywhere in the world, even in EU and in UN, in Finland, according to the law, that Simon Ekpa will stand to defeat Nigeria in 100 times. He will defeat Nigeria 100 times anywhere in the world, both in EU, European Union, both in ICC, International Criminal Court, both in ICJ, International Court of Justice, both in UN, United Nations. You understand? He will defeat them. He will conquer them because he has already conquered them in Finland. And he asked Nigerians, "Oh, yeah, come and defend it in Nigeria, in Finland." They couldn't go. And what they went, the one that they claimed that they have submitted, they didn't submit anything because it lacks what? Merits. Based on what they were accusing him of. There was no emphasis, no foundation on what they are accusing him of. So why are you coming up with that? You know, and remember, the AGF, the Attorney General of the Federation, have already said that that accusation of terrorism was not was what a cyber this thing. Okay, and that's just it.
But Pastor, how confident are you that Simon Ekpa will become victorious? Because we've heard a lot of rumors, he will come out.
Baba, excuse me. The people, the set of men that they are, as we say, they arrested him with. There were how many have been released? 6, 4 last year, 2 this year, making it 6. How many of them that was released with any charges? None. They were released freely without charges. Freely without charges. Oh, so how do you now think that Simon Ekpa will be released with charges? Because it was the same allegation. The allegation was not different. It was under the same allegation that they were all captured or being arrested. You understand? So the case is not different. The truth have been merged, and coming towards the end of this month, by the special grace of God, according to his lawyer, definitely he will free. And moreover, they have handed over the social handles to him. But it remains for him to start to address the public. That is the thing that remains now. As I speak to him, he calls his family members, those that have his personal distance. He still relate with them on phones. Yes, he relate with them on phones. They communicate now. Okay, so if he's actually a terrorist, will all those things be restored back to him? Will all those guys be released without any charges? No. So he was he was not a terrorist, and he can never be one. And he can never be one.
It's a very big thank you.
God bless you.
And always coming out to air your visit.
Aisha Yusufu has tasked Imo State Governor, Enugu State Governor, Anambra State Governors. Stop blaming government. You are the CEO of your state. You are the executive governor. Now, since you go to Abuja to collect money, then take responsibility for the insecurity in your state. What do you have to say about it?
Now, thank you for that wonderful question. I think being the governor of the state, you have every power for you to make sure that you get security votes from the federal government. by so doing so, what are the governors doing with this money? Stop coming out to tell the people that there is insecurity in my state and that unknown government have been killing. The government need to take action and put an end to all this and stop apportioning blames. The people you are apportioning blames to are the people who their lives and properties are entrusted in your hand as the chief security officer of the state. So for a governor to come and start telling people that see there is insecurity in my state, I think to me the governor need to stand up and then act now, because every now and then allocation is being shared for you, security vote is being given to you, and you have the mandate. The primary function of government is to protect life and property. Yes. So if you cannot protect life and property, then why are you the governor?
But some have said that the governors have no power over the military. That it's only the president as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. What do you have to say about that?
The governor does not have power over the military. That is true. But see, the question is that can the governor summon military chiefs in their states, I mean the division's commander, to sit and dialogue for a way forward? The answer is yes. So if we can do that, so indirectly it's still have power over the military. Now when it comes for security meeting, don't this man don't these guys attend in his various place? They do. So the president should not come and say that he does not have the governor should not come and say he does not have power. We still have killings in Imo State, Enugu State, and some other states. For how long can we continue in this path? The people are scared of their lives. The people cannot even access government, access those who they claim to be what? Electorate. We cannot access people that give us the mandate. So how long can they continue like this? So I think the government of these states on their own, they need to up their games. You must up your games as a governor if you don't want to be sacked come 2027.
But there's always been this fear that the votes of Nigerians does not count, and that is why our elected officials are acting this week. That assuming our vote is counting, they will sit up knowing that if I don't perform, no second term for me. Do you agree with that statement?
Our vote does not count. I cannot say if our vote count or not, because I have not conducted any election. So what I'm to say is that people have lost confidence in the INEC. In the power.
The reason why they've lost.
You've lost confidence because so many persons have seen the case of Hope Uzodinma when but reason the court knows why he had to give it to him. But someone who came forth in the election was uplifted and then he came forth. So the court cited some reasons which Hope Uzodinma became the governor. Reason best known to them. I am not in the position to speak for the court. But one thing is that INEC needs to be the trust of Nigerians again. You saw what happened in last election. As allegedly reports, the results were changed in the IRF quarter. So I don't know how true that allegation is, but see, it has been going viral. So these are things INEC need to repose that confidence in the average Nigerian. And for the governors too, how much is being given to you on a monthly basis? If you get money on a monthly basis, then why don't you make sure that these people who gave you the mandate to protect them, you can as well protect them too? Because the people cannot always be one-sided every time. The people need to benefit from dividends of democracy, and when they have to benefit from the dividends of democracy is by what? By inclusive governance. The people need to feel the government impact. Not every time you come here and say or non-government has attacked people, you come and start creating fear. These governments are even creating fear in the life of the ordinary man.
We've seen the governor of Enugu State who has declared that Monday is no longer a sit-at-home in Enugu State. People are saying that you are seeing that as because you're the governor. Can you come and secure our lives? I mean, the other people, because you see this sit-at-home every Monday. Some are doing it maybe out of respect for nnamdikanu, but some are doing it out of fear. It is two ways. People are telling the governor, please find a way to secure that. Police cannot be everywhere. What do you think? Because sit at home every Monday, it might be affecting the economic activities in the southeast. What do you think that the governor can do, or the governors in the southeast can do?
Thank you very much. I think sit at home every Monday is a commensurate to honor the Mazi Nnamdikanu, who has been in incarceration for 4 years now and still counting. But what I want to say is that when there is a conflict in the land, the president himself needs to address this issue of Kanu. Let Kanu issue be settled out of court. If what Kanu is the son of the president, as a son, you can go, you can have a different view or different ideology and philosophy from what your father had. But why can't you, as a father, have you reached out to Kanu himself? And what I felt that the president ought to have done was, why Kanu was in decision, go and meet, let them bring Kanu to you, DSS. Sit down with Kanu, have a round table discussion with him.
But do you think that's possible? Because we saw
Buhari,
he could not
Buhari is different. See,
so
these are two different people.
Yes.
If you want the security apparatus cannot be everywhere, and these guys are what, overstretched.
Yes.
These guys are also overstretched. So the president is the father of the nation.
Yes.
Since the president is the father of the nation, he should at least reach out to this guy, even to the Ohanes in Igbo. Whenever he will want to invite some Igbo politicians and some Igbo stakeholders to sit on a round table and discuss with Kanu. You have conditions, give him the conditions. Send it to him. Because you see, this is the only way this thing about marginalization can stop. And the truth of our matter is that the Igbos are heavily marginalized in the country. And that is what, and that has breed a whole lot.
But do you think that giving them an opportunity, or yes, that's an opportunity, or finding a way, a consensus in 1999, Nigeria had a consensus on making a Yoruba man a president. In 2007, Nigeria had another consensus to make another man to be president. Do you think that Nigeria finding a way or making a consensus to make an Igbo man the president is going to make that marginalization or the agitations go down in the south?
Making an Igbo man be the president would at least work to some extent. It will help this issue of marginalization reduce a very long way, because if the Igbo man is the president, Peter Obi, you will not watch Peter Obi allowing nnamdikanu to languish in detention, even if, because yes, that is his brother from his tribe. They are from same tribe. No, so why was Senegbo released? It was let's go.
Yes.
So to some extent, it will help a long way. And as an Igbo man, he will speak in the language that the Igbos. Now I am one of the sons. Yes. You don't have any right to agitate.
Yes.
So that will help them. It will go a very long way for them too.
So I'm letting you go. I think we have like 1 minute.
Okay.
Now, Southeastern Governors Forum. What should be their next step?
Southeastern Governors Forum should at least make moves to meet with the presidents.
Yes.
To put an end to all this. That is the only way. Because if there's no end to all this, all we hear is killing. And then we are not in support of all this killing. It is not good for the future of the country. It's not good for the future of the country.
Okay, thanks for coming.
Thank you for always having me.